Oops. That's correct. Hey, we're back! I actually hadn't had the rolls on, so I got rid of the... I turned the rolls on and then realized, oh wait, I hadn't had the rolls on. Now I've got rid of the top screen. Mm-hmm. Always something on this end.
Expert streamer right here.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
A+.
So, Leslie, you and Ryan are on a rooftop. The rooftop makes some strange noises as Ryan lands on it.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna have him set me down and then immediately go back to hovering.
Well, I'm not good at that. Or, I'm not good at that!
God, that's unnerving even when you do it. Like, outside, I'm imagining it coming from a friggin' 8-foot cockroach.
I like my cockroach voice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go. Alright, it's only 2 stories, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's actually, it's 2 stories, but it's like, probably like taller than your average 2 stories, because probably like 30, let's say like 30 feet up from the ground.
You know how to get down from these.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a history of that. I'm gonna tell him to go back to the others. I'm gonna I'm gonna maintain the shadow cloak until he gets back and transforms.
Mm-hmm.
Once he does, I'll dispel it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go around the roof, peering down through all the windows.
Okay. Give me a perception alertness check, then.
Please, not 3 1s again.
Please, 3 1s.
Every single roll I've made today has had a 1 in it.
You can take a look around, and it's not super dark in there because there's the windows that are letting the little bits of moonlight in. But again, like, you don't have night vision, so I mean, you have better than your average.
I'm gonna activate night vision.
Oh, you have red eyes, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good call then.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Until you mentioned it.
It's fine. So you can definitely see that the building is cleared out. It looks as though it has 2 rooms here. It's got one that seems to be in the area where you think the back door is, that you kind of would lead through that. And it's got a second room above it. So it's almost got like a smaller building within a building kind of thing that leads to like a walkway above everything. Though there is a small catwalk, as I said then, and the rest of the room seems just empty of anything. You don't see any boxes. You don't see any cameras, but again, your angle isn't really the best for searching the entire room because your
cameras be high up.
Yeah. So like if there's anything on the ceilings or like under the catwalks, or in just an angle you cannot really reach very easily, you wouldn't be able to see it. Especially if they might not be like the cameras on the front, if they're like the cameras on the back. And you can't really see inside a lot of the building within a building, so to say. You can see that there's some windows on it that could look out over the factory floor, or the warehouse floor. But other than that, you can't really see into it. It looks like the windows are kind of smudged up, dirty, haven't been cleaned off anytime soon. So you kind of like see some shapes of what looks like maybe furniture on the top floor, but you can't really tell very well.
There's no lights on inside of it, right?
No, the area is completely dark.
Are these windows ones that could theoretically be pried open, or?
It looks as though they could maybe. It looks like they're not really made to open much, if they even open, though. More like, you could probably use, like, something to get them open for ventilation, or anything, if you've got a bunch of people moving stuff inside.
That works. I'm gonna text Nathan, tell him that I have a plan, sort of. I can try and pry the windows open from the outside, just to get them cracked open. Then I can break them, using shadows to muffle any sound, have all the glass fall on the outside of the building and slip in.
Okay.
If we want to try and get in there, because if I try and open the doors, even though the cameras can't see me, they'll see the doors open. Otherwise, we're gonna have to abandon this warehouse and move on. If we don't want our presence known here.
If you open the door from the outside, and there's a cloud of darkness, and someone goes back to review the footage, there's no evidence that you were there. There's no evidence that the door really opened once the cloud penetrates the building. And there's no evidence from the outside because there's, aside from a cloud of darkness.
That alone may raise suspicions, though.
I suppose.
Worth a shot if you think it is, though.
But the point is that the only evidence that will be presented is there's a cloud of weird darkness, and they can attempt to find tampering with the cameras, but they will find none because the cameras were not tampered with, so they will think it is merely some sort of error, I would imagine. Since there is no person, if you are careful, there will be no evidence that the door was even opened. Correct?
If not,
Indeed.
I can make an illusion on the camera, so they'll see the door open, and then they'll see it close again on the camera, and that'll be it. Or have it, like, swinging back and forth like the wind got it, you know?
Well, do we want to know what's inside there, or do we want to leave? If we do, then I'll try the door.
Well, you said there was nothing inside except for potentially a little bit of furniture in that unusual room upstairs, correct?
Indeed. There could be somebody in those rooms, but I can't see inside.
Can you get to a... is the room in the center of the building, or is it against a wall?
Tantus.
Yes.
Where was the room?
It was the back corner, I would say. Kind of like there was in the back corner of the building, there was a door on the one side. You could then enter that door and you'd be in that little kind of building area, the two-story building area that's within the building.
Okay.
Are there windows in that area that you could try and look through? Aside from the window that you are currently looking through?
Tainted?
Other than the window that is on the inside, you did not see any windows on the outside, because the back wall and the front wall do not have windows.
Okay.
The only windows are the ones at the top floors, like on the where you've been looking into. And you do see that there's you don't have a good angle on. There's two windows that looks like into that building that you can see. One on the second floor, which you could sort of see into, and the one on the bottom floor you can see it's there, but you don't have a good angle on that one at all.
So no, it'd just be the doors.
Well, if there's any information to be found here, appears that it will be found inside that inner building.
Indeed. I guess we try then.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump off the roof!
Alright, yay!
It's been a while since we've done that.
Oh,
I miss jumping out of windows.
Please roll me a stamina/fortitude check.
He dies the second he hits the ground. He's like, fuck.
1111.
God. Stamina, fortitude. Oh, I have to substitute something. Right. What's my fortitude? I don't have fortitude. Okay, never mind. So just stamina.
Yes.
Can I make some sort of check for being a
Oh,
dexterous genius?
Your armor will do something too. I have to look up what your armor does because you're wearing armor.
It has no penalty.
Do you also have celerity?
I do have celerity.
Yeah, so I just celerity on as well.
Not if
Wait,
it's
no.
just
Wait, no,
a
it's not
stamina
a
check.
dex. He said dex, and I got all confused.
The stamina fortitude sounds like I'm rolling for splatting on the ground.
Yes, you're rolling for splatting on the ground.
I want to try and jump, land like a,
I guess
So
then
fun.
dexterity. Do you have like an acrobatics?
I have athletics.
Sure.
All right, sweet.
Still go splat.
And because I have celerity, fool on to 1.
Still go splat.
Jesus.
You get for your reinforced clothing. You get 1 bonus dice, so a fort plus 1.
All right, stamina. Friggin' crack. Oh, Jesus.
All right, let's take a look here. All right, hey.
Dashing damage is halved at least.
Yes, so you managed to take no damage because half of 1, because you would have taken 2, and you successfully soaked 1. Half of 1, I think, goes down to 0, so you're okay.
Hell yeah! Dexterous genius.
But if anybody would have watched, you just kind of like landed on your feet and then just fell forward, so it wasn't like a full like splat on your face. You just fell forward, like put your arms down, so you're like thump, so you're like down on all fours for a second there.
A mouthful of dirt.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't quite that bad. If you botched, you would have just literally like face planted into the ground, just like.
I was waiting for that.
Yet another successful building jump. Alright, well, send a text to Nathan and Dawn, be like, alright, anyone want to come with, or am I breaking it alone?
Dawn's gonna text back, are there still cockroaches everywhere?
Yes, there are cockroaches everywhere.
Alright, she's out.
Alright. Understandable, have a nice day.
I'm
Nathan.
driving today.
Feel like having a little bit of B&E?
Do you feel you need assistance?
My pride says no. My wisdom says it never hurts to have another pair of hands.
Ryan, you're not particularly stealthy, are you?
I mean, no. I mean, when I'm a gigantic roach monster, I'm slightly more stealthy than I am right now, but I think that's also more noticeable.
Except for the being a gigantic roach monster. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
If not, I can go in alone. It's up to you.
Well, given that you would have to hold my hand through your cloud, do you think that's worth it?
Fair point. Alright.
Hold
Going
my
along.
hand through your cloud.
I'll summon up Shadow Play.
Mm-hmm.
As many times as it takes. I can roll for it if you want.
Mm-hmm.
It has no blood cost.
Yeah. So you're heading to, I guess, the back door then?
Uh...
Or you can try to go in through the front door.
How much light is there on either side?
Well, the back door is probably, I would say, got like a sort of back alley, more towards where there's other like warehouses. So it's probably darker back there to begin with.
Right.
But there's probably a couple lights on the backs of other warehouses, so you get some light. Similar to the front, there's probably a couple warehouses that have lights, and then a couple warehouses that just have. There's some street lights out there too.
Yeah. Shadow Cloud might be less noticeable in the back.
I'm curious, real quick. What would I roll to throw a rock at a camera? Or a light?
Probably the same thing as you'd use to attack anything. It's just a smaller target, so it'd probably be more difficult.
Throwing...
So would it be
throwing skill?
Brawl, melee, or
Ooh.
firearms?
There is a thrown skill, so I think it would be just pure dex.
Okay. Well, would you like me to come and try and take out some lights?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
A hooligan out breaking lights.
That is exactly what I was thinking. And specifically, let me see what it takes to actually look like a hooligan.
You should look like Yeezy for show. Stop blaming him for it.
There we go. Yeah, that's
Evo Show's reign of terror continues.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That actually...
I like that we're just
Where's-
ruining this pimp's life. We
Oh,
still
But he's
no,
from
we've already done
London,
that.
so it's like you don't know.
Okay.
Whenever we have the chance, we just frame him some more.
What is the appearance rating of Yeezy Faux Show?
I'm 2 average.
Yes!
He probably dressed bigger than he actually was, we'll say. Alright.
Okay.
And that's why Candy left him.
Manipulation plus performance difficulty 7.
Yep. You're certainly
Wow.
taking the appearance of Yeezy for show.
Oh, I'm Yeezy Faux Show. All right.
Jesus.
Uh,
I think. Yeah, I'm rolling all the ones. You're rolling all the tens.
so now you look like Frank.
Yep. Including gestures, mannerisms, appearance, and voice.
he's
No.
he's an awful British pimp. He's so bad.
Nathan, if you would give us your best British accent.
Please don't. I gave up on trying to attempt it on my end.
Oh, if I could get into the warehouse there, then I could probably just kick it in, maybe.
Very
What?
accurate, honestly. I know people that sound like this.
Right? I've been working on it for a while. And I'll make sure to do the Cockney one, not the I-class one.
That is so much better than I expected.
So,
It's a little Australian.
sorry, I know a lot of Australian people. Anyway.
Yes. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Well,
Anyway.
Yeezy, what are you doing?
I don't know. What do you think? Should I just try and kick it in? Or break it open or something?
I think the smashing lights of other warehouse plan was good.
Right, but
At
now
least
we
then
got
it was like we're targeting.
now
this
we
one.
got a scapegoat.
Yeah, but he is also in Britain,
Yeah, that's true.
and I believe
well, we're not entirely sure if he's alive or not.
It's true. It's true.
And if anybody really goes digging in, they're gonna find that nothing's missing, right?
All right,
All right,
give it a go.
all right. I'll crack the rocks first. All right. Well, pick up a rock and throw it at one of the nearest things.
Okay.
Lights.
I guess
Just kind of wandering down.
Is there like a abandoned empty bottle somewhere you can just carry around?
there's probably some dumpsters nearby, which may or may not have bottles, but you're also not sure which ones are active warehouses because it's also like 2 in the morning. I mean, it's kind of hard to
Right.
judge which warehouse gets people in it.
Is it any easier because these things aren't moving?
Yes and no. They're tiny targets, but they aren't moving.
Okay.
So we'll put it that.
All right. So same old 6.
Yeah. Okay. You kind of wing a rock at the one light, and you will manage to kind of crack into it and shatter it.
How many more are illuminating this area?
Are front or back? Actually, let me ask.
Front.
Front.
Oh, back.
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 Okay. There's 2 more.
I guess that makes more sense having him wander down a back alley just smashing lights.
Okay. You get another one. And
Jesus.
the last one, you kind of thunk into it, and it kind of hits as you realize it's got a metal thing over top of it. That you weren't able to get into it.
Fucking American things.
Hey,
Who
Joe,
puts
man.
metal cages on their lights? Jesus.
All right, Leslie's gonna shove up his shadow cloud, cover himself.
I'm gonna keep walking down the alley and just turn the corner.
Okay.
That should make it less conspicuous. All right, I'm gonna try breaking into this door.
Okay. Give me, let's say,
Dex security?
Dex security sounds good. Yes.
All right. Dexterity, no, not athletics. Security, right. There you are. Dex security, pool mod 1. Please, no more ones. I've had enough ones for today. Hey, thank you.
All right.
Nice.
You like
It's the breaking of all those lights.
Mm-hmm.
All right, crack the door open. Take a quick peek inside, see if there's any movement.
Bunch of cockroaches.
Yeah.
Bunch of cockroaches.
There's probably some cockroaches around there.
See what kind of room I'm looking into.
This seems to be a small kind of office area. There is a couple of desks here. Some older computers. You would say like these computers are probably from like the 90s. Definitely much more than you would be normally accompanied with. But like you've been accustomed enough to the modern world to like get a good feel of like, these are a little older because they're like the big monitor computers.
Yeah.
There's also a number of brain fart cabinets, filing cabinets that all seem to be open.
They all seem to be open.
Yes.
Okay. Do I see a camera inside the room?
You do not see a camera. There is a staircase that seems to be leading up, though, to the second floor from in here.
All right, I'm gonna slip inside, close the door behind me.
Okay.
Do a quick look over of the cabinets and the desk, see if I can find anything.
Okay. The desks seem pretty empty. But give me a perception alertness, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you get a good sight of the entire thing of like the desks. Like looking through them, they seem all pretty empty. You also can kind of take a look at the filing cabinets, and it looks like yes, they've been emptied out pretty well. There's a couple papers here and there. But like taking a look at them, most of them are blank.
I'm immediately suspicious. I'm gonna grab them.
Okay.
Put them in my coat.
Sure.
And I'll head up to the second floor.
Okay.
Keeping an eye out for... Well, I guess I don't need to worry about cameras, really. But I'll keep an eye out just in case.
Alright, this seems to be another office. It only has a single desk here. There is no computer in this room, unlike downstairs that had the couple of old computers. Which, for an office that theoretically had been in use a couple of months ago.
Odd.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look around for any like outlets or anything nearby.
Okay. There are a couple in this room. And the thing is, like, there is dust in this room too. I will note. Like, there was dust downstairs. Like, no one had been there in a much longer time than it seemed.
Okay.
There was disturbances in the dust that seem to have been created by, most likely, people clearing stuff out. Whenever it happened.
And cockroaches.
Roaches don't create much disturbance in dust. They are roaches. They're small and...
Fair point.
And roachy.
Can I tell if it looks like there was a computer on this desk at some time, or if there's just never been anything there?
Sure. Let's see here. Give me perception investigation.
I hate that the ability drop-down menu is not sorted alphabetically.
I think it's supposed to be a tribute order.
It is, and it drives me nuts every single time.
Alright. You take a look around and you can notice that this room has less dust than before. And also, it seems that in between here and the the door to the catwalk, there's definitely a area that there wasn't, like, dust, as if things have been cleaned up a little bit. Like, the edges of the room still remain dusty, but, like, the center of the room seems actually pretty clear of dust as of recently. The desk itself does seem to have a space open to it where you can see, because the thing was clean, but not, like, really great clean.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see like an area where you're thinking maybe a laptop is in here.
The room I'm in, is it directly above the one I entered in, or?
Yes.
Wow. No hidden floor compartment then.
At least not up here.
Yeah. Frick. Are these the only 2 rooms inside this place?
Other than being on the main floor, yes.
I'm gonna head down to the main floor, see if I take a look. Actually, no. I'm gonna check the desk more carefully. I'm gonna do a quick investigation of it, see if there's any hidden compartments or anything.
Sure. Give me. Okay. If you take a look, you can't find anything. It seems just like a normal desk.
God. Text Nathan, tell him there's just nothing here. The entire place is cleaned out. No files, no documents. All I found were a couple of blank pieces of paper that, I don't know, grab them just in case. Maybe they've got invisible ink, but I don't see anything.
Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna take a quick walk around the main floor. If I don't spot anything, then I'm gonna head back to the others.
Okay. Sure. Give me a perception alertness for the main floor then. Alright, you take a look around and you can see that this area definitely had crates and boxes and stuff filling this place. But the thing is, you can also see that this place didn't have a lot of use, because it seems like there's like levels of dust and dirt around that you can see spaces where the boxes had been. This place was filled at one point in time, and it is empty now. You do find something kind of in a corner, covered in a little bit of dust. You find a old shipping manifest that seems to be from 1999.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. It tells the delivery of a bunch of boxes.
Doesn't say their contents?
It does not. It just says grain.
It's very ambiguous for a shipping company. All right. I'll take it with me. Head back to the others.
Now, I will give you for free, because you might not remember, because it's been a couple of weeks, that 99 is a significant year.
Why is 99 a significant year?
That is when the object was stolen. That was
the chalice?
That was when everything went down with the Sabbat.
Oh.
99 was when all that things happened, because that was the final battle of New York in 99.
The Sabbat lost, but they stole the chalice.
Well, the chalice might not have been anything, but the former prince
was killed.
Was killed. That was basically the culmination of it.
But they didn't manage to take control over New York. It just...
Yeah.
They took out the prince, and then the Nosferatu guy took over, and then Helena.
Yeah. The Nosferatu guy was basically be able to take control of what was left and lead the remaining forces of the Camarilla to drive the Sabbat out in this final battle. They managed a big victory, but it wasn't but they lost the war kind of thing.
Pyrrhic victory.
Yeah.
All right. And I didn't find anything else, just the shipping manifest?
That seems to be all the things you found. It was definitely in a corner under a bunch of dust and dirt and stuff. It seems like maybe it fell down. And I give you that, from the way that the dust and dirt here is, you aren't you kind of can judge that might have been the last time boxes were brought in this place.
Hmm.
Why was it broken into? All right. I'll head back to the others then. Back to the car.
Okay.
Slipping out the way I went, locking the door behind me.
All right.
And showing them the manifest.
Okay. I am also going to meander in the vague direction of the car, and then when I'm in the middle of a alley that doesn't look monitored with no doors in it or anything, then I'll drop the disguise and head back.
Okay. You managed to head back then.
Well, this is all I got. We got a shipping manifest from 1999. Place. It looks like that might have been the last time it was even used. So I'm not sure why somebody would have broken into it more recently.
And then
And
why
the
was it
shipping
cleared out?
manifest, the shipping manifest said that they were delivered to the warehouse in
Yes.
1999.
Yes. And the number of boxes, like, you estimate, might have been the number of boxes that were in there. From, like, the voids, and from what would have sounded like a normal stacking of it.
Mm-hmm. What's the origin of the boxes listed as?
It seems to just come from, somewhere in the Midwest. They just say estate. Let's say, like, Minnesota. Because sure. Just to keep things very the same area Midwest. They actually don't list the city. They just say the state. The addresses are very similar. Now, the other thing that's strange that you did notice is it does look like trucks came in and out of the building. That is the most used area, but you've seen very little sign that the dust has been disturbed outside the areas where trucks would have come in.
I'll pass the information along. That's all we got, really. It's more clues, but nothing solid. They had crates here. Doesn't look like it's been used in years.
So it appears that the crates were stored there, and the Sabbat finally decided they wanted to get everything back.
If this was the Sabbat, then yeah. But, like, Jimmy couldn't even find any connection to them with the company. It is suspicious that the same year that everything went down is when those boxes were here. And there's been nothing stored here since. There's no real activity. But we don't have a solid lead to go on. It's just another clue that this might have been Sabbat related. Or it could be a coincidence.
You get a kind of ringing from your phone. Like your phone vibrates, Nathan.
Okay.
It appears to be a good friend of yours, Alkster, Mr. Cromwell.
Oh. Hello?
Hello, Nathan. Glad I could reach you. It's, quite early here, and before I was going to retire, I was going to, reach you here with some information. I've discovered a few things that might be able to assist you. If this institute is behind the loss of my blade. The group Pentex is a very large group. It's very hard to get them nailed down. Multinational corporations and all. But it seems that the Kai Institute has been having interesting influxes to many cities. I didn't realize they had a place here for some years in London. Very fascinating. But following the breadcrumbs, I did find a few things out that seem to be related to this. It seems that the Kai Institute has recently shipped something in from Russia to, well, your city. It also seems like I was able to find out there was a large bank transfer from one of the CEOs of the company. Well, I guess they're more an organization rather than a company, but one of the controlling factors in it. It transferred a large sum of money, cash, into your city, too. I don't know what they're planning, but they've done some business. I also have to say, be careful, as it seems there's a third party looking into this. My inquests into the Russian matter, and the side of that, revealed that there is a powerful individual who seems to be on the hunt for something. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he goes by the name of Victor.
Ah,
Seems that he enlisted a group of very dangerous mercenaries and has moved into the city. Somewhere.
into my city.
Yes. I don't know if the trail is leading you to what you're looking for, if the sword has come to New York. If it stayed there, I can't tell you for sure. But it seems like at least Victor is on that trail.
Interesting. I am aware of two Victors, neither of whom I would particularly enjoy meeting.
The ancient gangrel.
Ah, okay.
Do you know why he would be after them if it truly is the sword?
I believe I do know why he would be after something of that nature.
Do tell. I'm curious.
It appears that it was given into his care some time ago, and he feels a responsibility to retake it. Hold on, let me consult my memory. Yes, he was to take the item you're looking for to... I do forget, did you meet our new friend from Greece?
No.
Ah, a pity. A wonderful lady. Was very helpful. In fact, was a key to finding something that you were looking for. But apparently her daughter is who Victor was returning the item to when it was lost in Russia.
That sounds sort of correct. Close.
Victor was to take the sword of Dracula to Durgason through the earth.
Yes, which he didn't do then.
Right,
And
he did not do that.
Durgason would be closer to a sister, if anything, but technically I think they have different sires. So they are...
I thought...
Phidame...
Oh, Durgason was her apprentice.
No, they work together. Durgason and Phidame don't have similar... I don't think they have the same sire, as I believe.
I have in my notes, Durgason was her apprentice.
I thought
Oh,
it was
that's
the other way
right.
around, that she apprenticed under Durgason or something.
That's what I thought.
I thought she was learning...
No.
I think she was learning some of the, Kuldonic stuff. Learning about
yeah.
Kuldonic stuff under her, yes.
Yes.
And then was enlisted, and basically enlisted to defend the sword then. And then Victor, who was there, was the one that would have escaped with it.
Right, because he could travel through the earth as a gangrel.
Yes, because they had made a deal with Baba Yaga for his, basically, services.
Right.
But it seems like probably Baba Yaga got a hold of the sword then and basically decided to keep it, or have Victor decided to keep it. You're not sure which then he had it for a period of time until, yes, it apparently was stolen from him. Successfully somehow.
Got it. So he is trying to retake it for some purpose.
Baba Yaga's dead. You're not sure who he serves, if anybody now. Maybe he serves himself and sees himself as like a liberator of Russia from the Garu that have taken it over. Who knows? But
Awesome.
he's ancient, powerful, and he has apparently a band of supernatural mercenaries.
Oh, supernatural.
Yes.
Speaking of, maybe we should find out the nature of these mercenaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a group I've
Okay.
heard of before. Misfits, outcasts. The kind of folks that you probably wouldn't want in any common area. They're used for... let's just say, dirty jobs. They have
Done dirt cheap.
They no longer have alignments to their previous masters.
Done with sheep.
Though many of their masters are not the most savory types.
Hmm.
From what I've heard, they include a number of both things like Garu. At least one of them is said to be a Bali, which is quite dangerous. The devil worshippers are dangerous, and even if he does not directly serve a devil anymore, he at least manipulates their power.
Lovely.
They're known for violence and death, but I've never heard them coming to America. They've been serving in Africa, taking care of some problems there, some problems in Australia, and in Asia, mostly. Especially out of Europe. Since the fall of Baba Yaga, it seems that these group had formed out of there. Mostly. I haven't heard of many excursions into Europe itself, though, or to America. Any of the Americas.
Lovely.
Well,
Okay.
if you're desperate and have something that they want, then maybe making a deal with them would be the right way. I don't think Victor's stupid enough to do anything overt until he's absolutely ready. He's not going to declare war. He's old enough and smart enough not to do that. But it doesn't mean that when he's ready, there's not going to be a bloodbath. Because there will be with this rate. So,
Excellent.
I would suggest beating him to the punch.
All right. Do you have any information on where the shipment to my city ended up?
Unfortunately, no. I was unable to find any Institute holdings within New York. If they've purchased one, it could be from a shell company or shell group, or they could be having it in the hands of one of their members who's not in one of their buildings. The closest city that I've seen has Philadelphia. Just has recently opened up an institute chapter of the Institute. They seem to have plans to put one in LA, and to put one in Chicago, and to put a office in New York, but that one seems to be the lowest on that totem pole, which is kind of strange. I would think that New York would be first.
Hmm.
There might be some reason behind it, but I haven't discovered that yet.
Hmm. Interesting. Thank you very kindly for your assistance in this matter.
Yes. Well, I must go business and rest.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Of course.
As we'll hang up. And we'll take our second break.
Yep.
So, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Bathroom, snack, drink. If you need to do any of those things, go ahead and do it. And we'll see you in a second. And I can mute it. I can make sure to not just strategically mute myself there when little, niece in the background is making noise. So, anyway, second, folks.